Hi everyone. So, how are you? I hope all of you are doing fine. So, today we'll be discussing a square table puzzle, right? Square table means it will be something like this, a square table puzzle. But the concepts will be very similar to your circular arrangement, right? Circular arrangement में हम right left जैसे करते थे, यहाँ पे भी हमारा right left कुछ वैसे ही रहेगा, right? Those who have not done the basic classes of circular arrangement, you might have some issues with the directions. So आप एक बार circular के basic direction, right? For example, inward facing है तो this is right and this is left and so on. So the basic direction आप एक बार पता कर लो, right? So that understanding the scenario will be easy. Okay, chalo, let's see what we have. 8 individuals are seated around a square table, though not necessarily in that order. 4 of them occupy the corners of the table and are facing outward. Okay, so I am having 4 persons, they are occupying the corners and they are facing outward. They are facing outward. बाहर की तरफ देख रहे हैं. They are facing outward. Okay. While the other 4 sit at the middle positions of each side. Okay, तो हर side के middle position, middle में बैठे हुए हैं, right? Okay, and are facing inward and are facing inward. Perfect. Done. The individuals at the corners are each from a different city. Okay. क्या खाली corners का city दिया हुआ है? अच्छा, देखते middle positions का क्या दिया हुआ है? The individuals sitting at the middle positions are each working in a different company. Okay, so the information is something like this. Those who are sitting at the corners, we know about their cities, and those who are sitting at the middle positions, we know about their companies. Okay, so this gives me information. So if I have a condition related to a company, that means I know that the company who have any company related information, so that company will be coming at the middle position somewhere. Or if any city related condition, that will be coming at the corners somewhere, right? Okay, so that information is very clear. Let's see what we have. The first condition, B sits third to the right of F. Now ask yourself, is this an appropriate condition to start with? Can I start with this condition? Okay, we know that in circular, the first person we can position at any place and then we can start with that. But B sits third to the right of F. I do not know whether F is at a middle position or at a corner position. तो हमें वो information नहीं पता है, right? हमें ये पता है कि जो कंपनीज हैं वो मिडिल पोजीशन में है और जो सिटीज हैं वो कॉर्नर पोजीशन में, बट वी डू नॉट नो अबाउट रेस्पेक्टिव पर्सन्स, राइट? सो वी डू नॉट नो बी एंड एफ दे आर एट द मिडिल और सेंटर, मिडिल और कॉर्नर. सिमिलरली द नेक्स्ट कंडीशन, one person between B and H, same problem. I do not know whether B or H at any of the middle position or corner position. But if you look at the next condition, the one working at Amazon is third to the left of H. Now I know Amazon is a company, right? And I know companies are going to be at the middle position. Pick up any middle position and start with Amazon, right? Okay, let's observe, can I proceed further with Amazon? अच्छा, तो Amazon से H मिल जाएगा, फिर Amazon से D linked है. Then if I have H, I can link B and H. Then if I get B, I can link B and F. Okay, so I am getting a good amount of clue. एक link create हो गया है. Amazon, then H, then B, then F, D. Yes, I'll have some there is a chain. There is a chain of clue over here. ठीक है, चलो, let's start with Amazon. Okay, Amazon, fine. Third to the left of H. H से third to the left. Now, if you observe, the only option is H has to be here. H से third to the left. The only option is H has to be here. Okay, H से third to the left. Okay, fine. The person who is sitting second to the right of Amazon. Okay, second to the right of Amazon. ये जो बंदा है, is facing D. Is facing D, so here I'll have D. Okay, the one working at Infosys is second to the right of the one working at Google. Now there are lots of possibilities. Infosys here, Google here, Infosys here, Google here. ठीक है, होल्ड करते हैं, देखते हैं आगे और क्या दिया हुआ है. A is seated. अच्छा, hold on. Why I am moving ahead? Hold on. I also have to use what? Since I got H, I can use B, and then from B I can use F, right? Chalo, let's use them. So one person between B and H. Now here there are two cases. Either I can have B here or I can have B here, right? So let's do one thing. Let's create one more possibility. Let's create one more possibility. Okay. Chalo, let's create one more possibility. So facing outward, facing outward, facing inward, facing inward. Okay. So here I have Amazon, here I have D, here I have H, so here I have B. This is the second possibility, right? Okay. Then what we have? B sits third to the right of F. B sits third to the right of F. That means F should be here. Then B sits third to the right of F, so F should be here. Okay. See, I'm using this third and direction directly, assuming that you guys know how to go ahead with this third to the right information and so on. Okay. If not, please go through the basics of circular arrangement once. Okay, B is third to the right of F. Okay, so we are done with Amazon, H, D, B and F. Okay, fine. Then I did read this condition also about Infosys and Google, still having possibilities, so I'll hold this condition right now. Okay, then what we have? A is seated, the next condition if you observe, A is seated next to both Microsoft and F. मतलब क्या हुआ? A के एक तरफ अगर F है तो दूसरे तरफ Microsoft का employee आ जाएगा, right? Now in the second scenario, observe the second scenario. The only option A here, and this person is from Microsoft. This person is from Microsoft. Okay, fine, done. Then what do we have? Now if I go to this scenario over here, I'll focus on this scenario. A can be here, Microsoft here, or else I can have A over here and Microsoft here. Again, I'm getting two possibilities. So hold karte hain. So let's hold this scenario right now and try to proceed with this scenario and let's see what is happening. Okay, we'll just hold this scenario right now. Okay. So if I check, now if you observe the three persons that I'm remaining with, G, C and E. Okay. And the very next condition it is given that the number of persons sitting between G and D is same as the number of persons between G and C. Okay. तो G और E के बीच में जितने, G और C के बीच में भी उतने, that means word G आपका यहाँ बीच में आ जाएगा. ठीक है. EC they can occupy any of these two positions. EC they can occupy any of these two positions. Okay, let's hold. आगे देखते हैं क्या दिया हुआ है. The person from Chennai sits third to the right of E. E का position अभी तक final हुआ नहीं है, तो we cannot say about that. Hold on. Then individuals from Chennai and working at the individuals from Chennai and working at Amazon, okay, are not seated next to each other. Okay, मतलब चेन्नई जो है Amazon के बगल में नहीं आ सकता है. ठीक है. Okay, fine. A is from Delhi. Okay. Now this information will help me out a little bit. A is from Delhi. Now see here. If I take E here, हमें क्या बोला है? Chennai is third to the right of E. Chennai is third to the right of E. तो E के right में third position, right? So ये अपना चेन्नई होना चाहिए, but ये तो दिल्ली से है, so it is not possible, right? That means here I'll take E and here I'll take C. Okay. Now if that is the case, then third to the right here I'll have Chennai. Okay, fine, done. चलो आगे देखते हैं क्या दिया हुआ है. Then C and the one from Mumbai are not sitting next to each other. तो C के बगल में मुंबई सिटी का जो बंदा है वो नहीं आएगा, right? Now if you observe, you cannot have Mumbai here also because it is adjacent to C, and you cannot have Mumbai here also because it is adjacent to C. Now if you observe, there is a problem. Where can I fit in Mumbai then? Because someone has to be from Mumbai, right? So that means this scenario over here has to be ruled out. ये आपका possible नहीं है क्योंकि जो लास्ट कंडीशन है मुंबई का जो कंडीशन वो सेटिस्फाई नहीं हो रहा है. ठीक है. ओके. नाउ कमिंग टू दिस सिनेरियो दैट वी डिड होल्ड अर्लियर, ये वाला सिनेरियो. ठीक है. चलो. नाउ इफ यू ऑब्जर्व, ए वी हैड टू केसेस, ए कैन बी हियर और ए कैन बी हियर, राइट? क्योंकि ए जो है एफ के एडजेसेंट होना चाहिए. नाउ इफ यू ऑब्जर्व, सपोज इफ आई टेक ए हियर, जस्ट रिकॉल द कंडीशन अबाउट GCE. G should be equidistant between C and D, right? It is given over here. The number of persons between G and E is same as the number of persons between G and C. So G should be equidistant from E and C. Now if you observe, here are the three vacant positions, the star ones. Here are the three vacant positions. Now quickly tell me, can I position G, E, C to satisfy the condition that G is equidistant from E and C? It is not possible, right? कहाँ पे G को बैठाओगे, कहाँ E और C को बैठाओगे ताकि G और E के बीच में जितने लोग हो और G और C के भी बीच में भी उतने ही लोग. It is not possible because we have two positions adjacent to each other and another one position at a gap of one person on the right hand side. So it is not possible, right? So matlab the position where I took A or where I assumed to take A, that is wrong. So I'll move A to the other side. Now if I take A here, can I position G, E, C? Yes, obviously. कहाँ पे आएगा? Here I'll have G. अब E, C, one of them will occupy this position, one of them will occupy this position. Now if you observe, between G and this position, two persons, and between G and this position is also two persons, right? तो okay, कहाँ E आएगा, कहाँ C आएगा? We'll look into that. ठीक है? Now, if you recall, while solving this scenario, हमारा चेन्नई का कंडीशन क्या था? E से third to the right, right? So suppose if I take E here, third to the right, that means चेन्नई हमारा यहाँ आना चाहिए, right? If you recall, we also read a condition that Chennai and the person working at Amazon are not seated next to each other. That implies E यहाँ पे नहीं आ सकता, नहीं तो चेन्नई जो है Amazon के बगल में चला जाएगा, right? So that means E आपका यहाँ पे cancel हो गया. So here you will have E. Third to the right, here you will have Chennai. Here you will have C. Okay. And we knew that A was adjacent to F and Microsoft, right? We had a condition over here. A is seated next to both Microsoft and F, right? तो F एक तरफ तो दूसरे तरफ आपका Microsoft का employee, दूसरे तरफ आपका Microsoft का employee. Okay. And it is also known to us A is from Delhi. It is a direct given condition. A is from Delhi. The last condition जिसके बेसिस पर हमारा पिछला सिनेरियो कैंसिल आउट हो गया, क्या था? C के बगल में मुंबई नहीं आएगा. C and the one from Mumbai are not seated next to each other. That means here I cannot have Mumbai. Here I cannot have Mumbai, right? तो मुंबई आपका कहाँ जाएगा? नीचे. Okay. So here I'll have Mumbai. Then B के लिए the last city remaining is Kolkata. Okay. And for companies, Microsoft and Amazon is done. So which companies are remaining? Google and Infosys. Now if you observe, we had a condition about Google and Infosys earlier, which we did hold at that point of time. It was written that Infosys is second to the right of Google. Google से second to the right में Infosys आना चाहिए. That means here I will have Google. Second to the right will be in this direction. So second position here I will have Infosys. Okay. So that completes your entire sitting arrangement along with their respective companies and their respective cities. Okay. ठीक है. Was not a difficult one. It was a moderate one, but many of you find it difficult because of the directions. Because of the directions, that is one point. And the second point, what many of you do, अब distribution, देखो यहाँ पे दो चीजें mixed है. एक तो arrangement है, दूसरा distribution भी है. You have to find out who belongs to which city. You have to find out who is working in which company. तो आप क्या करते हो? Distribution को अलग से लेते हो, and arrangement को अलग से लेते हो. In that scenario, you face problem. Because if there is a condition where arrangement and distribution is merged, for example, Chennai third to the right of E, तो कैसे क्या करोगे? Are you getting a point? So take both of them together. And the third learning over here, don't hesitate to create possibilities. दो तीन possibility तक आप बना सकते हो. But remember, don't create more than 2-3 possibilities. There are instances where you will be having four possibilities and all of them will be satisfying. But those are very rare instances. दो तीन possibility बनाओ, उसके बाद conditions को hold करो. जो उसके बाद भी अगर लग रहा है कि हाँ यहां से और possibility निकलेगा, उनको थोड़ा hold करो till the end. Hold them till the end. Right? Don't hesitate to create more possibilities, but don't cross 2 to 3 possibilities. ठीक है? So that should be your learning from the solution. Let's move to the questions. First question: who is opposite to the person who is third to the right of the person from Mumbai? Okay, so it's a very complex one. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट्स फाइंड आउट थर्ड टू द राइट ऑफ द पर्सन फ्रॉम मुंबई, मुंबई से थर्ड टू द राइट, मुंबई से थर्ड टू द राइट, मुंबई से थर्ड टू द राइट, वेयर इज मुंबई, हियर है मुंबई, तो थर्ड टू द राइट में कौन आ जाएगा, ई। अच्छा, सो क्वेश्चन इज आस्किंग हु इज सिटिंग ऑपोजिट टू द पर्सन हु इज थर्ड टू द राइट ऑफ, ओके, सो बेसिकली ये ई निकल के आया, तो ऑपोजिट टू ई, ऑपोजिट टू ई इज व्हाट, sorry my mistake, what I did, see direction, I told you direction, so this is facing outward, right? तो facing outward means what, right आपका किस तरफ आ जाएगा, right इस तरफ आ जाएगा, these are what, left, तो third to the right, third to the right means we have C over here, ठीक है, तो this is C over here, और इसके opposite में कौन बैठा है, Amazon बैठा हुआ है, the person working at Amazon या फिर F, so based on our option the answer will be the one working at Amazon, ठीक है, okay, so he is from Kolkata, it's a very straightforward answer, that is B, option C. Which combination is true, this is also straightforward answer, if you cross check the only combination that will satisfy is, एक बार देख लेते हैं, B मुंबई है क्या, नहीं, B कोलकाता है, G मुंबई है, G कोलकाता नहीं है, then C Amazon नहीं है, E Microsoft है, so this combination is true. What is the position of the one working at Microsoft with respect to the one from Chennai? Okay, so where I have Chennai here and where I have Microsoft here, Microsoft with respect to Chennai, तो इस पोजीशन से इसका सिनेरियो निकालना है, so can I say Microsoft is third, right? थर्ड किस डायरेक्शन में, ये फेसिंग आउटवर्ड है, फेसिंग आउटवर्ड है, दैट मींस इट इज राइट, तो कैन आई से Microsoft is third to the right of Chennai, third to the right of Chennai, so your answer will be 3 places away to the right, 3 places away to the right and third to the right, both are same, remember it, ठीक है, okay. Fifth question, 3 of the following 4 are alike in a certain way and hence form a group. Which of the following does not belong to the group? Which of the following does not belong to the group? Basically odd one out पूछ रहा है आपको, right? Okay, let's see. B facing outward, D facing inward, F facing inward, E also facing inward. So D, E, F facing inward, B is facing outward, that means B will be your odd one out, right? And that completes your entire solution. ठीक है? Okay, so yes, it was a moderate level, though there was a few learnings, right? Scenarios बनाना है, direct question तो आएगा नहीं, right? But ज्यादा scenario नहीं बनाना, ठीक है? And yes, before I close, just hold on. Before I close, remember one thing, I'm available for your doubts, ठीक है? So in your comment section, in the comment section of the video, I'll be sharing my direct contact to my Telegram, as well as I'll be sharing a WhatsApp number also. So any doubts with respect to any reasoning topic, irrespective of any exam, आप कोई भी एग्जाम लिख लो, कुछ भी अगर डाउट है रीजनिंग से लेके या एग्जाम के प्रिपरेशन से लेके, डेफिनेटली कॉन्टैक्ट मी, आई विल हेल्प यू आउट, ठीक है? चलो, थैंक यू।